Hey everybody, this is Rykard here again, bringing you the next installment of my black and white Pokemon analysis. Today, we're going to be talking about this Pokemon known as Chillaccino, and you can essentially relate it to being the 5th generation's Ambipom. So let's take a look. So this Pokemon Chillaccino, as you can see right there, is a normal type, pure normal, meaning that it only has one weakness to fighting, which is always good because it's only one weakness, although fighting is a common um, attacking type. It's still pretty good because then you're not having to worry about a lot of other Pokemon to hurt you for super effective damage. It also works out well too because normal type is kind of one of the more common attacking types, so there's a lot of normal type attacks in the game that you'll get stabbed from. Its abilities are all useful, but one of them I would have to say completely outshines the other two. Cute Charm is useful if you plan on running some kind of defensive set on Chillaccino, but I don't exactly know how well that might work due to its low HP and low defense. But if you are trying to run one, make sure you max out defense and have a nature that is a plus defense nature, and also max out your HP so that you have the greatest chance of a Cute Charm activating on a physical move that hits you. Technician is another really useful ability, and basically what it does is if you have a 60 base power move or less, it is multiplied by 1.5. So if you have a 60 base power attack with the ability Technician, it is now a 90 base power attack, which comes in handy for a lot of other Pokemon, but doesn't allow Chillaccino to utilize its full potential, which it can through its Dream Molder ability Skill Link. Now, what Skill Link does is that if there is a move that that is one of those types of moves that's like, it could either hit 2 to 5 times a turn, Skill Link allows it to always hit 5 times. So what's great about that is Chillaccino actually learns 3 different moves that are the kind of move that hits 2 to 5 times, meaning that you will always have a max move in 3 different categories. There's a normal type move it learns that's 2 to 5, a rock type, and a grass type. So this pretty much makes it an incredibly useful attacker because of the type coverage it gets from those 3 and its ability to do a lot of damage to anything because it's always going to hit something 5 times. As for its stats, its HP is alright. 75 HP is pretty respectable. Its attack is 95, which will probably be its most used stat because its special attack is not that great, it's being only at 75. Its defenses are pretty good, 60 apiece, so you can't really expect this Pokemon to take too many attacks. But what's great about it is it's 115 speed, which allows it to pretty much outspeed a lot of different things. So if you can get the advantage by being faster than your opponent, then you will not have to worry about your low defenses, since with Skill Link ability and a high attack, you will be able to hopefully take out or at least deal a chunk of damage to your opponent before being hurt severely or being KO'd. So with that, let's take a look at a couple of sets that will probably be utilized. Now, this first one will probably be its most standard set, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 moves in it. But basically, you have a Jolly Nature, which means it has increased speed and decreased special attack. Since its special attack is pretty bad, you want to obviously max out its speed, Jolly Nature is clearly the choice. Its ability is Skill Link, and although it is its Dream World ability, it's actually been discovered that you can breed them, so a Skill Link Chillaccino is always a great Chillaccino. Its EVs are 252 for attack, 4 defense, and 252 for speed, giving it the max attack it can have with the Jolly Nature and its max speed, which is incredibly high and useful. Its item is Life Orb, meaning that it will be doing a lot, or it will be doing more damage at the expense of I think like 10% damage being done to you each time you use an attack move. But as for the attack moves, Cheer Up is going to be used, which is a new move that boosts your attack and special attack. And since we're running a physical set, the attack part is obviously more important. And that'll also help make up for its kind of not so amazing attack. So with a +1 boost on that, you will be able to tear through things with its 3 other attack moves, which are Rock Blast, Bullet Seed, and Sweep Slap. Now these are all 25 base power moves that hit 5 times with the ability Skill Link. Rock Blast is a rock type move, Bullet Seed is a grass type move, and Sweep Slap is a normal type move that is actually new to this generation, I believe. The only downside to Sweep Slap is that it has an 85% accuracy, so it's kind of a little bit risky to use, but at the same time, it gets Stab, so it'll be your most powerful move to use. Another set that could also be utilized with essentially the same move set is a choice banded one, which would be the same EV, same ability, different item, obviously choice band, but instead of Cheer Up, you would put U-turn on it. So it makes it able to scout and do a heck of a lot of damage with life orb boosted, or sorry, with choice band boosted moves. So those are pretty much its 2 main attacking sets that you will most likely see, or I think will be the most useful for this Pokemon. And now this next set, which is the last one I'm going to put up in this video because I'm not thinking too hard about original movesets, is a sleep talking one. Basically Jolly Nature, Skill Link, same EVs and everything, except for this time you're going to have the item Leftovers because you're not going to want to die, obviously. The Chillaccino is actually one of the few Pokemon, or few new Pokemon in Gen 5 that gets the move Sleep Talk because it is no longer a TM. So all 5th gen Pokemon cannot learn this like most could in the previous generations. So any 5th gen Pokemon that can learn Sleep Talk should be able to at least try and utilize it, I think, because it is kind of like a novelty move that only a few can learn. So basically, you are just going to rest and Sleep Talk, Bullet Seed, or Rock Blast, and Sweep Slap. And basically this will keep you alive a long time, allowing you to switch in and do whatever you want to your opponent, and at least try to do a chunk of damage with the high attack and high powered moves, because these are all essentially 125 base power moves because it's a 25 power move hitting 5 times. So essentially this will be a more like, it's going to be really annoying because it's going to stay alive because you can just keep resting and then sleep talking attacks. Even though its defenses are pretty bad, you have a chance of surviving, obviously, because you'll always be faster than your opponent for the most part, unless they're running priority, in which sense you wouldn't want to be in there anyways, because chances are it's going to be Mach Punch and you'll die from it. But having Leftovers helping you out in the defensive area is always great. But this set allows you to rest, sleep talk, and do a lot of damage, which is why I think it should be at least toyed with within the competitive environment. But as for now, that is it for this Pokemon. I think it has a lot of potential in this competitive environment, especially because of Skill Link, making it incredibly useful as an attacker. But I really enjoy this Pokemon, and I like that it's a cute normal type and a chinchilla, apparently, and it's adorable, so I will probably be using it if I can get one. But as for that, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and that you let me know what you think of this new Pokemon. See ya!